tell us when, mate, right?
We went number 3. That's pretty hidden this year, a couple of Broncos.
Oh, yeah. Well, 3, where's he, mate? Where is he?
Red short.
Oh, yeah. What's he do?
He's an officer in the workroom.
Was he? Good find. Obviously, Winton back on the kick off here in the big A-grade game of the day. Kick down there to, I can't pick this player for Winton, number 13. D. Elliott it is wrapped up there by the bark on the fence. A bit off and cave. Referee Victor Anderson today. Backett comes there, gets a pass away. Who's this little player for Winton? Bryden, is it? Number 9. He's driven to ground. Good defence here for Barcombe and Kerrigan and Kay. Ross Matthews involved in that. They worked the blind side, Winton on. A good defence there for Barcombe. They're driving the ground. They hunted well, these forwards. The fitness keep out today, and Winton might just be lacking a bit of that. And good defence there with Kerrigan and Kay there. Wrap him up. What's he called there? I can't read that out. Only to Winton anyway. Moves inside the 5 away. Oh, not off the player, righto. Some of these signals. Anyway, see Winton drive towards the touch there. And up to the halfway. John Chill off the sideline and caught the bit from the old bipartisan crowd there. Picked up there by Elliott is it, drives it up. He's lost the ball. Picked up by Barcombe. The referee called a knock on each way. I thought they would have went back towards Barcombe's sideline, but anyway. Jason Pearce a bit unlucky there. Was there a scrum go down. Put in by Liam Balson, taken away. He works the open side, picks up young Harry Bluchard is in the attack there. Back in from injury. Getting over a shoulder injury. He'll play it back now from Crow. Crow says, I'll go for a run on my own. He runs it wide, picks up the winger and Pearce it is who cuts back inside. Gets under a couple of tackles, takes the tackle. Gets inside Winton territory. Barkle will work it through their forwards and Dave Bidoff. Good pass. Oh, Kerro just wasn't up to it. Couldn't take that pass. And the Wilk play the knock on. So scrum will go down. Put in by the Winton halfback. Taken away. And he picks up Linton. Comes to help his halfback and he's driven to the ground there by Bashford and Case. Moose Matthews it was to wrap him up. And we'll see, I can't pick this player up for Winton. He's driven backwards. Matthews with it. And good defence there, Barcombe driving the ground. Dave Bidoff it was that picked him up. They worked the open side. Swinging across field there, looking for support inside, and the little halfback's wrapped up, ball and all there. Young Crane it is. He'll play it back now. Back it goes to Gittins. The ex-Bronco player, they tell me. Supposed to be a prison officer in Winton. He's wrapped up, ball and all there. Can't get away, get a pass away, takes the tackle. Fifth and last, says referee Anderson. Back it comes now for Winton. What do they try here? They drive it deep here. Picked up by Nathan Shragg. Brings it back towards his own 20-metre line. He's taken ball and all a good tackle for Winton. Gittins and Carr it was. Back it comes now to Bashford, the fullback. He seems to get away from one, just gets out of that tackle, but taken over the top. Back it comes today, carrying the big front row. Had a good game along this last week, they tell me. While he's on the field, he's held up there. They work the open side back on through Danny Arthur. Crossfield he goes and straightens it. The big fella gets a pass away to Bossy Matthews. Just slipped on out the back. He's found Coco Wilson, picks up young Jason Pearce who cuts back inside. Does well to stay in field. Dummy half is Wilson. Gets it back to Liam Wilson who fires a big one out to Martin Crow. Crow gets around one. Tries to get round his little halfback there. Taken well underneath. Young Cronin it was. Play it back now to Liam Wilson. Said we'll kick it downtown. And kicks it straight to the other winger. In Matthews it is for Winton. And he's wrapped up by Ross Matthews and a good chase with Jason Pearce. So Winton try to bring it out of their own half. And good defence for Barcombe there. They wrap them up there, ball and all. Good one out stuff for Winton there, trying to settle it down. They'll work the blind side again and good driving defence there. Can't crack this red six. Play it back now, it comes across to the big front rower. In Glafflin I think it is. He takes the tackle. He'll play it back now, it comes to the open side. Out through the back line there. In the centre and Stewart takes the tackle. He'll play it back now. Gets it across field to Lenton in the movement to Gittins. Gittins got his winger outside him. Then Lenton it is. Chips back in field. And Bashford has it, no worries at all, under the cross field. Straightens it up now. Tries to get round. Gittins gets past. Gittins pushes him away. And we see wrapped up by Lenton there. Peter Lenton there wraps him up. Bashford to play it back. McKay with a dummy half. Finds Rossi Matthews, the big prop. And down the middle he goes. And he's held up. Right on the halfway line. Barkle and work the open side. Another big forward there. Big Kerrigan finds KK Wilson down the middle. Has still nil all the way at the Barky showground. Kerrigan at dummy half finds young Liam Balson, gets it to Martin Crowe looking for runners there. He's gone through himself now. The gap closes and Gittin lays him down. Well, he's pinched Winton for being inside the 5. Obviously let the play go on there for a while. No advantage played, so he's pulled him up. And we'll see Barkle to put Winton under more pressure here. Right on the attack, and Bashford will find touch. Roughly about 10 metres out. 15 metres out from the Winton try line. Hayward at dummy half, he picks a run up in Bidoff and he straightens the ruck there, big day Bidoff. Been a consistent forward for Barkle so far this year. Back it comes to young Liam Balls there, finds Kerrigan on the burst there. Couldn't get through the Winton defence. Here they go, they've run the runners, he's got his own Mickey Hayward, he'll score under the post. A great try there, he caught the Winton defence napping. They had runners at all angles, Barkle, and he went on his own. For the first try of the match, goes to number 9 and Michael Hayward, and the kick to come right on the post of one. So all those were doubles. You want number 9 to have a show. And I think I might have that actually. I think I had 8 and I think I had 9. No? 9, there we are. I'm in, mate, I'm in. Give it to the winger, I'll be singing it. I thought I had 8 and 9. And Crow to attempt the conversion here, moves in, strikes it well, up go the flag. Sideline is Hoskin and Chilford. Ain't nothing to disagree about there, and up go the flag. So 6 points to 0. First points to Barkle with about 6 minutes gone in the first half. Martin Crow, definitely Crow. And Kerrigan takes the ball on the kick-off, restart, and bring it back towards the 20-metre line. And gains valuable metres there, down the middle of the ruck. He's taken by the Winton defence. Played back to Mick Hayward, the try scorer, and get it away through Bashford. Big Ross Matthews running wide of the ruck. And he's wrapped up. Still some 30 metres out from Barky line. Back it comes to KK Wilson across field. They dummy runners there and picked up young Arthur. Daniel Arthur it is. Tackled by the little Winton halfback. Back it comes out of the big front row and bit off and taken low by the little halfback again. He's very involved, this little halfback Croman. Might be the brother of Mick. Back it comes to Bashford and he drives it downfield. Picked up by Peter Lenton there. Tries to get away from him, but wrapped up ball and all. Couple of good tackles. Tackles here, wrap him up, and Martin Crowe and Mark Harbottle it was. And Harbottle and Balderson in it again, another tackle. They'll work it across the opens on those, straighten it up. Little halfback sit on with you, no, the hooker it is, sorry, and Bryden, he takes the tackle. They work the line side there, Winton, they've got numbers out wide. Oh, it goes off the Winton player, comes to the young Shrag for Barkle, and he's taken the ground by Gittins and K there. Back it comes down to big Dave Kerrigan, who bumps out of one. Taken there well on the big front rower. Back it comes to the open side. They work the backs here. Young Harry Blucher said, I'll have a stride. He's got support. He's got Jason Pierce. Oh, he's put it down. Well, bad luck there.
Don't worry about it.
The referee will pack a scrum here. The line wide open there. All you have to do is catch that football. No, it'll come. We'll see a scrum go down. The referee's got some concern here for the injured Winton player. I can't pick out who it is. Peter Lenton, was it? No, I can see him. It's not him. He's back on his feet anyway. It's Winton Centre and Stewart. So I'll see time back on. And a scrum to go down with the Winton feed. A little halfback put in by Cronin, taken away by Cronin. He's wrapped up by the Barcaldine defence. They throw him to ground. Dummy half for Winton. No, he's a little knock on at the dummy half. Peter Lenton should know better than that. Been around a long time, this fella. A bad miss there. You see a scrum go down at the Barcaldine feed. Fed in by Barcaldine. Taken away by Barcaldine. Come off a Winton leg. And dummy. Winton has struck it back and raked it backwards. No bit of luck there. Getting's there in a bit of space now. They swarm on him. Gets a pass away to Harry Bleacher. Ducks under one. Harry Bleacher takes him there. And the little knock on was there. Another knock on. And a little halfback there, not happy. He reckons I couldn't have knocked that on, but he obviously did. The referee said we'll have another scrum. So Liam Bolson put in by Barcaldine, taken away. Oh, they mucked it on. Mucked it up again. Another scrum. They're very sloppy at the moment. Another scrum to go down. Put in by Winton this time. The referee says Blue have it. Winton taking the blind side. I can't pick that player up. What's he calling for 5? Well, I saw the referee looking this way, and he turned around and decided to have a look the other way and caught Barcaldine offside. And this is a clearing kick for Winton here, put him on the attack. 6 points to 0, and Winton will be dying to get back down this end and put a bit of pressure on the red 13. They find the touch about midway between the quarter and the halfway line for the tap restart. The winger and Lenton it is, takes it on his own. He's wrapped up ball and all. Good tackle by Danny Arthur. Back it comes now to the big front rower. Number 10 for Winton is Laffin is driven sideways. Play it back across field now. It comes to the other second row. Gets a pass at the back to the hooker. Riding it is. He drives it sideways and put the ground about 12 metres out from the Barcaldine line. Back it comes out of the halfback. Gets it away. Got support there. Looks for support. Tries to find Gittins and Co outside him. Gittins there, looks back inside. Tries to go on his own, can't get through. Tries to fire a pass out the back and takes the tackle. He'll play it back now. Winton have it there and come off Harry Bleacher. Ross Matthews, Winton come up with it, back to first. A bad blue that. From dummy half, Winton here. He'll go on his own, this fella. He won't get through that red wall. Number 9 at dummy half it is, Bryden it is. He's looking for runners, he wants the big fella. The big front row, can't get through in lane. And he's wrapped up ball and all. I want number 5, mate, give it to the winger. Number 9 throws the ball out the back. The referee says keep it going. He's going to go to number 2, I don't want him. Young Lenton there, cuts back inside. He's going to score. Well, the easiest tries when number 2 scored, mate. Wouldn't believe it, wouldn't you believe it? The old, I've got buddy 9 and 5, mate. 9 and 2 would take it. How would you be? So Winton hit back. A couple of mistakes for Barcaldine that led to the try for Winton. 6 points to 4, the kick to come. It's Peter Lenton it is to line it up. Really easy conversion. That was about 15 minutes gone, or 13 minutes gone in this first half. Up go the flags. 6-all it is, with about 15 minutes gone. Bashford to restart there, drives it down towards the try line. Oh, he stepped into touch. Oh, bad blue there from the winger. And then Matthews made a big mistake there. He's come from the in-play position and grabbed the ball and gone into touch. So I'll see a scrum go down. Barker will be very keen here to hit back. Put in by Balson, taken away. Been across the open side through, ran around there by Crow from Bleacher. Cuts back inside, straightens it up. Picks up, doesn't pick up support. He takes the tackle, Crow, gets away to Balson. He's got runners there and Matthews. Matthews got Shrag outside him as well and he takes a tackle. So they've spread Winton at 6s here. Matthews there straightens the attack up and he's driven back on good solid defence for Winton. He'll play it back to Shrag. Shrag gets a pass. No, he goes on his own. Thought he was passing it there. Throws the pass out to no one. And Winton will come away with it. A little silly pass there. Back it comes to Latham. It is down the middle he goes. And taken by Bidoff and Kale. And they drive him back. Lost the ball. Driven backwards. And Kerrigan says come here and wraps him up. The winger it is and Matthews. He'll play it back now. Play it back to the big fella in Latham and runs it sideways. He's taken the ground. Looks for runners now. Who's this player for Winton? I can't pick this fella up. Number 12 it is, the 18th it is. He takes the tackle and Hardbottle and Kate. And Winton ruck it out through their own 22, through the second row and Rose. He'll play it back. Wilson underneath it was. And Arthur. Arthur chases through the, throws the ball to no one, gets it back to Peter Lenton. Peter Lenton said, "I'll kick it." Kicks it to Jason Pearce and he brings it back into the centre of the field. Tries to run away and runs it straight. Gets through the first tackle, first two tackles. He's still going, Jason Pearce. Fires a pass out the back. Who's it go to? And Winton come away with it. No, it'll be a knock on. He's paid the knock on here. What's he going to rule here? It's a Winton feed, is it? Must be a Winton feed. Winton come away with the true Lenton who runs the blind side and taken well in defence of young Liam Balderson and over the top Danny Arthur. Coco Wilson, sorry. And Winton running away through the other front, the other lock forward and Elliott it is. He's wrapped up by Wilson and Kay. Latham goes on his own. He's taken well there. Haywood and Kay bring him to ground. Play it back across field they go. Winton trying to use their backs here. Gittins gets a pass away to his outside centre. He's got a break here, this fellow. He's cut him. He's got the fullback in front of him. He tries to get round Bashford, and Bashford takes him underneath. He doesn't miss too many, this fullback. Gittins a dummy half. He's turned around. He's going to go on his own, Gittins. It's a pass back here. Winton have got Barkley at 6 and 7. Good tackle there by Bleach, who came in and had to make that tackle. And cut him down, boots and all. Harry Bleacher tries to put pressure on the little halfback who gets a little kick over the top. Goes to no one, goes to Shrag, and Shrag comes away from his own line, gets past one, still going Shrag, gets it up towards the centre of the ruck there, gains valuable metres, and he slammed the ground there, wrestled the ground I should say, by number 10 for Winton, in Latham it is. Well, Winton inside the 5, well he's very, very consistent here with the 5-yard rule. He's held him up, found him inside the 5, they're all lurking out there. A relieving kick here for Barkle. So still 6-4 with about 20 minutes gone in this first half. Bashford point touch over on the Great Eastern bar side of the ground. We'll see a tap restart midway between the quarter and the halfway line. Winton's end of the field. Right now Hayward takes a run around, picks up Kerrigan. Big Prop's got no runners. Where's the second? He's saying, where's me forwards? Kerrigan pressed, he look around, there's not a runner there with him. Dave Bidoff picks it up again. Picks it up, charged down by back to first, and Kerrigan again, wrapped up there by Latham and Kay. Blind side here, big Ross Matthews flicks a pass back, and this is ball work here by the forwards. Second one and one off each other there. Then Hayward a dummy takes it away here to Liam Balls, Martin Crow. Crow gets away to Harry Bleacher, they go with the crossfield, straighten up Bashford in the attack to forward. Puts a pass out the back to Hardbottle. Hardbottle over to go, hangs on to the, takes the tackle. hangs onto the ball there. And he's back there, laughing okay. Back it comes now, across they work the out, back to Wolfie out there, straight to the attacking, taking a good tackle there and brought to ground. He'll play it back now. Ross Matthews a dummy. Liam Balls gets in. Crow pass the ball out to no one, goes to Winton. Back it comes now to Coco Wilson, who straightens it up towards the 20-metre mark. 2 tackles as the referee. Anyway, he'll play it back to McKay with a dummy half. Back to Liam Balson, looks for a run. He's got the big front row and Dave Biddle. And gains it, takes it out of the 20-metre area. Danny Arthur, dummy half, finds Liam Balson, a little half-back. There's not a lot of running today, but obviously he'll get involved as the game wears on. He takes the tackle about 30-odd metres out. Dummy half Hayward looks back to Martin Crowe, gets it across to Kerrigan. Kerrigan looks to Bashford. Bashford's got support here. Gets a pathway to Harbottle in the open. He's got support, Harbottle. Gittins comes across and away goes Jason Pearce. He cuts back inside Linton. Pearce is still going. He'll go all the way and score. He'll score on a post and a great backline move that was. And the big front row set that ball alight there, give it to his fullback. And away went the centre. The centre set up young Jason Pearce there. Great work there. Now another try. So what's the score now? 22 points to 8 with a kick that comes from right in front. And a 4-pointer to Jason Pearce. We've got a bit of a break in, mate, have we? As he's back on there, a bit of a blemish. Hey? Hey. Anyway, we see the conversion there, very successful, and score now 24 points to 8. And as I said earlier, I thought Winton's condition would tell. The longer this game goes on, the better these red files will get. I can assure you that. Now we see Linton to restart here. Peter Linton. The old Winton stalwart. He drives the kick downfield. Picked up by Coco Wilson brilliantly off his feet. Get a job in the Australian slip cord and that follow with a catch like that. Gets it up over the 20-metre mark. Taken by the Winton defence. Back it comes to Michael Hayward. Gets to young Liam Boss. Gets a front row run off him. Oh, dropped the pass at the back and Winton come away with it. Through the centre and Stewart. The 5'8" gets it away. He's found a run in the big front row. Number 8 is for Winton and Lane. Lane plays it back there. He's got a runner there and finds it. Lock forward, I think it is. Who takes the tackle? It's Tanks, it is. Number 12 for Winton. And he's about 10 metres out, wrapped up by Matthews and Cave. Back away, Latham goes from dummy half. He's very dangerous near the line. This fellow knows where that try line is. He can't get through there. Winton decided to go through it again, put the ball out the back to Tanks again, and Tanks strides for the line but can't get through there. They'll do well to spread this ball, Winton. They won't get through that red 6, I don't think. Back it comes to Lenton, said, I'll go on my own. He can't get the ball in, he's short. We'll see a hand over about 5 metres out. Winton are offside here. I know what Victor said, no play on. Kerrigan takes a few metres there, gets the ball back to the big fella and Matthews is Bidoff gets it to Coco Wilson and follows up and takes it again, takes the tackle. Out over the 20-metre. Michael Hayward gains a few more metres, takes the tackle. He gets it back to played back now to Coco Wilson, gets away to Danny Arthur. Down the side he goes, he's bust him. They close on him, the Winton defence comes at him and wraps him up on the open side. I'll work it back this way, Barthorn. Bashford says we'll put it downtown. We'll give Linton something to do, and back goes Peter Linton. The big chase backwards there down towards his own try line. Not their key to bring it back anyway. He brings it back towards his opposite fullback and driven a great tackle by Bashford there. He finishes him off. About 10 metres out from his own line, Linton. Pull down and Bashford in the tackle again and drives another one in the fullback. Great defence there by the fullback. And Barkle there, try to pin Winton down. Winton at 6s and 7s here, throwing the ball at anyone. No one wants it. And Liam Wilson comes up with another tackle. Gittins says, "I'll show you, I'll get us out of here." He's got no runners, he's looking for support. He finds the big front rower and Latham, I think it is. Back it comes to Hooker, Dryden finds another runner there. Back, flicks it back inside to Gittins. Gittins got a runner again. They look good when they try the ball around Winton to keep it alive here. Obviously they've got to shut him down, Barkle, and Barkle will come up with it this time. Rossi Matthews says, "I'll take it," down the middle he goes. Gains a few metres and Winton come at him and put him to ground. So Barkle on the attack here. Spread it wide, they're screaming from the crowd. Big Dave Biddulph said, "Where are you? I want support," and takes the tackle. Back it comes this way. Strag, a dummy half, gets it to Harry Bleacher. Back into Hardbottle. Hardbottle goes past the little half back. It comes at him. Shows the ball, slips it past to Strag. Strag gets around him. Takes the tackle. Back it comes now. They work the open-side Barkle, and they got Liam Wilson there. He's jinxing Weeds. Tries to get round one or two. Ducks under a tackle there and takes the tackle. They work the open side, and Harry Bleacher says, "Give us it here." Flicks a pass back inside to Craig. Craig gets a pass at the no one, it goes to Strag and goes into touch. We'll see a scrum go down. It's way between the quarter line and the try line and Winton's end of field. They were 24 points to 8 with only on the stroke of half time. We'll see Winton put in through the halfback in Cronin. And taken away by Cronin. Winton here will be sucking them into half time. None of the forwards want it. Whereas we're all turning our backs, we don't want it. Well, they lost 5 or 6 metres there. The Winton forwards still don't want to run it out. They're all having a blow. Only Latham says, "Give it to me, I'll get us out of here." Kenny's brother, son. His other younger son played big race. Anyway, we'll see a second row and Tanks drives it down the middle there and taken low underneath by Wilson and over the top Kerrigan, sorry. Back to the little half back here, Cronin. He's been trying to inspire a bit of fire on this Winton side. Gittins a dummy half here, taken low by Gittins here, takes it away. Looks a big pass at the back to Peter Lenton and we'll drive it downtown. Jason Pearce comes across. Touches the ball there and Bashford there takes it over the 20-metre line, goes past the first one. Tries to get around him and take him from behind, a good jersey tackle. The referee says that's half time. Blow it up there. 24 points to 8. And we'll take you back to the studio and a word from the sponsors, major sponsors being the Union Hotel, the Globe Hotel. Tell us when, mate.
Going into the second half, leading Winton 24 points to 8.
Right, mate. Here we see Lenton to restart the second half and drives it downtown, picked up by David Kerrigan. He brings it back towards the 22, and he's taken the ground, a good defence there. Winton wrap him up. Replacement player Barwick on the field for Alex Barkle player, Darryl Barwick. And Rossi Matthews brings it up and takes the tackle here. Bash with a dummy half. Goes from dummy half himself, gains 3 or 4 metres. Yeah, Bird just dropped him up. You got some drinking now, mate. Anyway, we see Dave Biddulph taken away off young Liam Balson. He's tackled about 30 metres out. From his own line, picks up Ross Matthews there, back inside. From Michael Hayward it was. Thanks, mate. He'll play it back now. It comes to Hayward and gets to the bash and says, "Get us out of here." And drives it downtown there, picked up by Peter Lenton there, says, "I'll run it back." He comes up towards Harry Bleacher, and Harry Bleacher takes him low on a good tackle. He's wrapped up. The winger here says, "I'll go on my own." Number 2 for Winton is Steve Lenton it is. Takes a tackle there by Strag and Kay. They'll work the open side through Barwick. Darryl Barwick there runs it up towards the halfway line. He's met underneath by Shragging over the top by Arthur. The big second row drives it in for Winton as Rose it is, and takes the tackle. Old KK Wilson and Dave Biddle. They work the open side Winton. After Gittins it is. Gittins with the run around the 5-8 and goes without it, knocks it on. So I will see a scrum go down. Scrum go down. Put in by Liam Borson, taken away. Little halfback run around with Crow. Crow's looking for runners there. Picks up Bashford. Bashford crossfield gets a pass out to Harbottle. Harbottle's got Shrag and Shrag goes wide, cuts back inside. Takes the tackle there. Good cover and tackle there by the 5'8 for Winton in Williams. Back it comes to KK with Wilson for the settler there. And gains a few metres. Still going. Still struggling through that tackle there. And Lenton it is, pushes him backwards. Well, that's a bit silly there. Bit of stupidity there from young Lenton. He should know better than that. I reckon Barcaldine by how far, just looking at these Winton forwards. They're running very ragged at the moment. I want to see a scrum. See a tap restart. Gets to Kerrigan carrying the big front row, drives towards that try line and takes it back. They push him backwards there. He's about 8 metres out. Back it comes to Crossfield. They've got runners to pick up Rossi Matthews down the middle. Winton trying to work out who was going to get that fill. And it's all confused. And Ross Matthews taking about 5 minutes out. Back to Hayward. This is O'Galmia and the little hooker. And takes a tackle about 2 metres out. Dummy half is Shrag. Gets it wide too. Young Liam Borson looks for support. Goes in his own. The little halfback still going. And he's wrapped up there, ball and all. They've got numbers wide, Barcaldine if they throw that football. Crow gets it away to Shrag. Shrag to Danny Arthur, big second. Right, the big lock forward, scored, I think he has. He's reached out and scored under the post. Well, everyone thought the Reds fellas would send it wide, but Lions a try, mate. That's all they need. Now we see Barcaldine go stretch that lead further. 28 points to 8. One of the most improved forwards in the Barcaldine camp, this fella. Had representative honours for under-19s playing for Capras this year. Me and Devon played against the big lad. Obviously improved his game. And Crow with an easy conversion attempt here. As the boys settle down and drink a light. This is a good bring up to 30. I like to look at these wooden poles, mate. Not too much nick about them. And no problems all there for Martin Crow. Adds the extras and 30 points to 8 it is.
Successful. 30 points to 8.
And with only about 5 minutes gone in the second half. We've got a nice Tory editor, mate, that's why. See the restart there, drives up towards Danny Arthur. And he's wrapped up ball and all there. Good tackle bar as it was. Back he comes from Hayward to Liam Borson, looks for support. He's got Bashford, the fullback, up in the line. He's split him. Bashford split him. The electrifying fullback gets Harry. Blue Jay Harry, the breaker. He don't know which way to go. Cuts back inside and takes him. Gets a pass away. What a great pass there, young Liam Borson. And Gittins can't catch him. And he'll go away and score into the post. Well from deep inside Barcaldine's territory. They've come away with a 4-pointer there. Great backing up in anticipation there from the little halfback. Showed a great turn of pace to beat Gittins there. Obviously he's out of nick. They tell me he's prison water in Winton. Well, obviously if a prisoner got away, he wouldn't have caught him then. And we'll see an easy conversion attempt to be taken here by Martin Crow to add the extras. And 34 points to 8. Wouldn't have fucking so wide. Hey, you got that other one, didn't you? Oh, that's right, I opened it. I think I did. Yeah, I did, yeah. Well, you did. So he adds the extras. And we see the score now, 36 points to 8.
Barcode now, 36 points to 8.
Winton notoriously noted for the slow start of this competition. But obviously when the business end of the season comes around, they're usually fired up for a couple of big games. Kick off now, picked up by Danny Arthur, finds Big Dave Kerrigan the prop. He draws 3 or 4 there, like a magnet, this fella. They wrap him up about the quarter line, kick through by Winton. Oh, Barkle now at 6s and 7s here to regather this. They have to drop it over the dead ball line. Good, smart move there by, I can't pick the Winton player, I think it was young Ray's, I think it was. Obviously he's done this before. And they Barkle forced to drop out from under their own pace. Yes, mate, I was watching that when they run out. There'll be a few bloody Zambucks and a few bloody blows. Nice drop kick there. That's gone at least bloody 60, 70 metres this kick. Yeah, great kick there and put Winton right back on the bloody disadvantage here. Red fellas hunt through there and drive him to ground, Linton. Wrapped up in a good tackle. Boy, Dave Bidoff there and Liam Balson. Back it comes down to the second row and Rose, I think his name is. No, it's not, it's Tinks. He's wrapped up there just near the halfway line. Dummy half there, Bryden looks for runners here. He's got Latham. Runs like his army in this fella. Hard as nails too. Up over the halfway line. Takes the tackle there. He'll play it back now, finds the winger. And Linton, I think it is. Steve Linton there wrapped up. He'll play it back. Gets it away to his little halfback, finds a 5'8". Out there, Gittins there looking for support. Gets around one, finds a 5'8 again. Cuts around the outside of him, picks up the winger. Flies down the touch line there. Trag comes at him. Jason Pearce, sorry. And tackle well there. Rolls him into touch. No, he doesn't go into touch. As Harry Bleacher knocks him down. Well, I might have known he'd be around there somewhere, that Harry. Went there, kicking across field there, across the face of the ruck there. They open up and the back goes Hayward, tries to mop up. Oh, I'm very lucky there. Very lucky there. He's knocked on in goal, I think. Forced the ball in goal, so we'll see a goal line drop out. Ray Barkle and set the drop out again. Not a bad kick again, this one. Rides down towards the halfway and right on halfway, Winton takes it and brings it back up towards the red defence. And taken by Danny Arthur and Co there. They drive him backwards. The tackle Wilson was here involved in that, KK Wilson. Back it comes now. The second row there, can't pick that player up. Back it gets now to young Bryden, it is the hooker. He's set upon there by his opposite number and Michael Hayward says, come here, you'll go down, you can't get past me. They work the open side through Rose it is. Sorry, no, Tanks for Winton, number 12. And he's wrapped up ball and all by Dave Bidoff and Kate. They'll work the open side Winton. They've got runners there. They've got the big prop forward there running through the middle, Elliot. He makes a few metres there, wrapped up about, well, it wouldn't be 10 metres out, 5 or 6 metres. Work across the open side, still going. Winton throw it a pass. They got a pass out the back there. He's picked up his centre and he scored. He's run around and scored, and it was Stewart who scored the try. Well, they caught Barkle a bit short on that open side there, Bert. Very surprised to see that. Winton have had a fair bit of possession, so obviously they'd have to run in a try sooner or later.
Try to Winton coming to the full. Comes Stewart. Barkle now leads 36 points to the ball.
Kept trying to wide, didn't it?
They're not going to get through the red six.
No.
Not much room there to move.
I'll be running anywhere now, that part of it.
Yeah, well, actually, the same thing goes for Barkey. Why take Longridge? Why take Winton on and Longridge on? Why not skirt the bastard wide and make their forwards move? This bloody kicking off down in deep. That's ridiculous, I reckon, mate. Get your forwards on the line, mate, and run through and just drive it up and right from that short kick off. Yeah, you got them.
Norwich tried that last week. Back up and then there's a bus and pick it up right on the middle one.
The kick is waved away there, unsuccessful there from Linton.
North Sydney just beat the Broncos 40 points to 20.
40-20, eh? That's all right, North will have to come back to ANZ Stadium, mate. We'll be looking forward to it. Oh, a bad blue there for the try scorer. She had a bit of a look, old Stewart. Old Stewart, the year of the cat. She's put it down. Anyway, we'll see a scrum go down about 12 metres out. 15 metres out from the Winton line. 13 boy Liam Borson. He tries to work a run around, goes on his own though. Not afraid to take the tackle. And Latham and Co wrap him up. He'll play it back to Hayward, gets it away to Coco Wilson. He'll go down the middle, straightens the attack. And still going Coco Wilson. He's lost the ball. How unlucky would you be? He's done all the groundwork. Done all the hard work, and just a metre out he's lost uphill. We'll see a scrum go down. About 10 metres out from the Winton line. The Winton feed will be. We'll see put in boy Winton. Taking out boy Barwick there, runs it across the big Darryl Barwick, ex-Mark Horton lad here. Runs it out of his own 10 metre line, gets it away to young Bryden, cuts back inside and taken by Kerrigan, put the ground. Right on the 20 metre mark. It comes now to Gittins, who's trying to inspire a bit of a play here for Winton. He's taken well there by Coco Wilson and Kay. A bit off underneath the one. Back he comes now to the big second row. Rose it is. Down the middle he goes. Tackle force of the referee and about midway between the quarter and the halfway. Winton trying to drive it into Barkle and tanks it as it runs it sideways in. Tries to get over the top of Kerrigan. I'd rather go around him than go to the top of him. And Rose takes the tackle. Back it comes out of Bryden. Gets it back to the 5'8" there and says, get us out of here. And Williams it is, it drives it downfield. Picked up by Bashett. Bashett, the fullback, goes round past the halfback, still going, always seems to beat the first, still going Bashett. Gets it away to Jason Pearce on the fly. He's beat the outside man, still going, comes to the fullback. Got around that man there with no space to move. Beat Rose there easily. Back it comes now, they've got men at 6s and 7s there, they've got Winton all over the place. And Harry Bleacher said, oh, straight in the ruck. They've still got them spread here. Get up there, scream. Harry there plays the ball quickly, gets it away from Balderson to Kerrigan, who straightens the ruck again, still going the big prop. Out of the 20 metre line. Here they go from dummy half. Hayward gets the pass at the back, goes to no one, picked up by the fullback. And he's ruled the knock on. Well, we'll see another scrum go down. The only thing keeping Winton in this game is scrums, I think. Silly mistake from the Reds. Could easily rack up another cricket score here. Put in by the halfback. Cronin is... No, it's come back to Barkey way, I think. Come out the other side. And Winton will come away with it through Cronin. A little shock of sort of a scrum, but Victor said it'll do. Taken there, I can't pick that player. It was Lenton, was it? Peter Lenton. Yeah, get up and play the ball. Good tackle there by Arthur and Kay. And Buffy Arthur says, come here, and wraps him up. And drives Big Laney, I think it is. He'll play it back. Gets it back now to Gittins. Says, I'll have a run myself. I haven't had a run for a while. Better show him I've done something for Broncos once. And he's wrapped up there. No, he used to play for him. He'll play it back now. It comes back to Lenton, the fullback. What he was doing there, I'll never know. What's this, 5 metres, is he? Pinged him for 5 metres. I can't understand some of these signals he's raising. Obviously it was 5 metres, weren't inside the 5. Well, you were inside the 5. So, a penalty to Winton and a clearing kick here by young Peter Lenton, sorry. He'll find touch inside Barkle territory. Midway between the half and the quarter line. I see Winton go on the attack through their winger there, and Steve Lenton is drives up towards Barkle on the fence and driven backwards. A bit of a structure there. What was that number 9 doing there on 11A, but he's put the ground this time. By Goodger and Co. I see young Rob Goodger on there. Doesn't mind a bit of the work this fellow. Oh, Winton come up with the mistake, picked up by Balderson, gets it away to Crow. Good hands here out to Blucher. They got overlap here. Gets it out to young Hard Bottle. Mowed down from behind by Gittins, a class tackle too it was. He had to take them in. Jason Pearce says, I'll go from dummy half. They're calling it wide here, Barkle. Hard Bottle at dummy half. Gets it away to Crow. Crow to Liam Balderson. Cuts it across field to Shrag to Robbie Goodger. Bash to the fullback in the movement. Out to young Michael Hayward. Tries to get round young Lenton, but wrapped up ball and all. He'll play it back now. It comes to Bash to the fullback. Goes for a run on his own. Tries to get through the 40, won't get through there. Wrapped up boys opposite number as well. Dummy half is Mike Hayward. Gets it away to Liam, the little halfback. Jinks around one, still going. Still going, the little halfback. Still going. He gets it inside the 20-metre mark. Fifth and last of the referee. Good dummy half there. Fires a pass away to Crow. Crow's got Bleacher outside. Picks a pass up to Arthur inside. On a great ball and all tackle there. And Rose anticipated the pass inside and wrapped him up. No Barkle to defend. Went to get it out from their own line. Picked up by Arthur and driven to ground. Back it comes down to the winger there from the opposite side, and Matthews it is who rucks it away. Gains a few metres. Back it comes the big second row for Winton. Down the middle he goes. And he's wrapped up Rose it was. Taken by Goodger and Kate. I work the blind side, Gitten says, where's me runners? I'll come back inside. Gets a little flick pass inside. Smart work that. Great anticipation. And the red six there, equal to the task there, brought the man down. Back inside now, the fullback letting them to Gittins again. Looks for a runner, stands in the tackle. Picks up the little halfback. He's wrapped up there, ball and all, by Hardbottle. Back it comes down to the centre, goes down the middle, there's no one there. Taken by the fullback, Bashford. Gets around the first man. Comes up to the line there, he's got something, no one, he's got to get around the hooker though, he can't get around him, we'll have to bring him in. Back to Shrag, it'll go on my own, the little winger, so it'll have a ruck. Down the middle, gains 20 metres, good tackle. No, he's got out of that tackle, still going. Letting come at him, but Jason Pearce at dummy half. They put him to ground. Pearce there takes it away. Gets it to Liam Wilson. Back to Ross Matthews, the big forward out in the back line. Back to Harry Blucher. Harry the breaker says, where is it? The referee says you're inside the 5. Well, he's pinged him for the 5 minutes. He's been very consistent with this rule. Very consistent here, the ref from this 5-minute ruling. Kept the big 5 minutes. And 36-12. It is with about 20 minutes gone. And Bash with a fine touch here. And Fine's touch about 35 metres out, 37 metres out. Didn't gain too many metres. And young H.E. plays it back there, the tap restarting a bit off down the middle, looks for runners, goes behind Goodger and comes back, he still goes it out, still knocked back, gets a pass to Blucher. Blucher looks out to Jason Pearce, he tries to get around his man, does get around him, still going Pearce, he could go over the corner, he'll score, he's cut back inside Barwick, and brought it back around under the post. Right beside the post there. So a great try to Jason Pearce. He had to beat halfback Crane that's tried his backside. Wind it up here. And it makes no mistake with him, adds the extras. So, I know he definitely played reserve grade. He was the proper reserve grade. We haven't got him mentioned. Restart there by Peter Linton. Rise it down towards Coco Wilson there. Picks it up and brings it up towards the 20-metre mark. He gains it up. Hits up well there and taken ball and all, wrapped up by the Winton defence. Dummy half Hayward. He looks to support outside, he gets the balls into Hardbottle and takes the tackle. Midway between the halfway and the quarter line. Well, there we see a little halfback pinch for not marking the play correctly, and Barkle to see a driver kick towards touch through Bashford, the fullback. Up go the flag there. We'll see him tap restart midway between the 20-metre and the halfway line. Hayward there at the tap restart gives it to big Ross Matthews down the middle, bunts away for 1 or 2. Still going Matthews. He's taken by desperate defence here on the 5'8", and Williams and Co. Hayward with the dummy half finds the wrap around there for Hayward. There gets the Goodger. Goodger looks for support and takes the tackle. He's about 30 metres, inside the 20-metre mark, sorry. Out to Liam Bolson, who cuts back inside, goes down the middle, still going, little halfback, still going, Gittins takes him, ball and all, and wraps him up there, just when Liam thought he was through. Bit off a dummy half, gets a sloppy pass out to the back of the fullback, still going, and takes the tackle there. No one there, he goes and he's on the fullback, he scored. Well, they caught Winton napping there, young Bashy there, the fullback, scored a try. Do you want autographed copies of this to give to the missus? I don't think we'll have enough videotape made for this one. Oh, it's in front of the missus actually today, Phil, seeing she's all the way home from Rockhampton. Carrying there, injured neck. Ice pack there. She'll end up with a stiff neck with an ice pack. And we see Martin Crowe, who attempt the conversion of the flying, electrifying fullback. Try adjacent to the pace. 10 metres out. That's brought up to 50 metre, is that 46? No, I think that's right. This could bring up to 48 points. He adds the extras here. And no problems there, and Martin Crowe adds the extras. See Matthews to restart here. He hasn't had much of a go, most of a go at kicking, so he kicks off, kicks it down to Ross Matthews there and brings it back towards the 20 metre mark. He's set upon by the Winton defence. Play it back to Hayward. Liam Borson looks for running. Coco Wilson runs wide of the ruck. And taken well by Rose and Co. Thanks, sorry. Back it comes down, they work the open side. Rossi. Big Rob Goodger says, I'll go down the middle. He's wrapped up ball and all. Held by the big front row. Lane it was. Back it comes down. Hayward said, I'll go on my own. Gained a few more metres. Up towards the halfway. Goodger dummy half there. Gets a pass back to Coco Wilson. Said, I'll straighten it again. I do well to run it wide of these Winton fellas because I can see him knocking up. Back it comes to Bashford. Bashford said, I'll put it across field here away from the fullback. And I can see Lenton must have left field. It's in goal there. He must bring it back here. The winger has been moved to fullback. And Matthews, it is driven the ground. Good defence with Schrag and the halfback in Liam Borson. Back it comes here. Lenton there tries to drive it forward and gets over the top of 102. Gains a few metres. Taken by Schrag again. Borson underneath. Back it comes to the 5'8" and Williams, who runs across field and wrapped up ball and all. Just on the 20 metre line. He'll play it back. Gets back now to Gittins. Gittins down the middle, said, I'll straighten it out. What's the centre do? He's called tackle 4. Gittins there tried the little slip of the pass there and the referee called. Back it comes to the big prop in lane. He's wrapped up there by Bidoff. Gets a pass away. Finds Brighton the hooker. Oh, and taking a solid tackle at Buffy Arthur. Doled him backwards there. Back it comes to Gittins again. Gittins says, well, I'll kick it. I'll try everything else to inspire this side. I'll kick it down and kick it straight to Bashford, the fullback. Well in position there, the fullback. Gets around 1 or 2. Always beats 1 or 2 tackles, this fella. Cuts back inside, still going. And takes a tackle. Round about the halfway line. Dummy half goes Jason Pearce. I'll give the forwards a blow. He's still going. He's still going. Pearce ducks out the way. Very elusive winger. Very elusive winger, this fella. He'll play it back to Robert Goodyer. Gets it away to Liam Borson. Gets back into Coco Wilson. In the clear. The Coco's in the way. Well, Coco scored that try. The Baker missed out on one before, but she's made up for it. The dashing Baker has scored a try. That's brought up to 50 and 52 points to 12. Hey? What? What are they? Disturbing? Very kind for Winton, eh? He's had the best of last, eh? She's hit the upright and gone under. 16, was it? He's come on for him. Young Wright it is, sorry. Anyway, we see his kick-off restart down to Coco Wilson there. brings it back towards over the 20 metre mark, and taken the ground by the winger Matthews and Cody. Back it comes down. Young Johnny Powers on as a fresh forward for Barkhorn. He's a mind running the football, and he'll do his share of tackle on this fella. They'll lose nothing with having the other player missing. Back to Liam Balls and gets away to Dave Bidoff, who settles it down. He takes a tackle. Back it comes down. Then Liam Borson runs it to Crow. Crow gets it across to Harry Bleacher. Oh, and Bashford, one of his rare mistakes. One of the rare mistakes here, looking into the sun. You can blame that one, Bash. You put it down to the sun in the eyes. We won't believe you tomorrow, mate. We'll see a scrum go down. Play the knock on. Here we see Gittins come away with it from his halfback, throws a pass and goes past. Jason Pearce puts it on the toe there. Picked up by, can't pick that player for Winton. He's wrapped up by the replacement player and Power. And Power involved in another tackle there. Brings Matthews to ground. Bit of assistance underneath there, I can't pick that player up. Anyway, we see the big second row run for the ball. He's lost the ball. Paid for there. What's he going to rule here? Rule the knock on. Well, I thought he had it knocked out of his hands and went and play it. Should have been back to first. Obviously the referee couldn't see that. Or wouldn't see it. And we'll see a scrum go down. With about 10 minutes to go in this second half. Barkhorn there, well in front though. They win the scrum here. Fires a big pass out from Crow. Picked up by Harry Bleacher. And taken by... They play the knock on there, so as the shadows hit the ground, the plays become a bit slappy. They're very scrappy. And they're throwing the silly passes, pushing the pass actually. We'll see his scrum go down. There she is, the man of the moment. God, he loves this football ground here, this stick crawling. Let him on the field, they said. The 3-try stick, they call him. Oh, Victor Anderson not happy with this. What's he done there? He's given someone 10 in the bin for this. What's he done? He sent the 2 props. Have a cool off, send him to the bin for 10. It wouldn't do what you were told in the scrum, so I'll give you 10 in the bin.
Harry!
Obviously he's warned him before. Sets a pass back to Gittinson, mowed down. Great tackle there by Mark Harbottle, was it? No, it's Harry Bleacher, or I might have known that. Winton working away through Matthews and a run around with his 5'8", and he's held up by Power and Kate. I'll throw it wide now, Winton, and he's wrapped up. Latham was wrapped up, all in all there. He played back. Winton tried to work the blind there through the replacement forward. He's played a full game, this fellow reserve grade. Can't pick his name, this fellow. I've got nothing written here. And a good tackle there by Liam Borson Kate. They worked the blind through Barwick and still can't get through there. They did better to throw the ball wide. Winton, they're going to get through here, but little halfback there finds Gittins fires a big one out to the 5'8". 5'8 gets a big pass out to Williams. Williams don't want it. Gives it to the winger. No, he didn't call a knock on. He must have said, well, he's picked it up. We got a handover. And great defence for Barkhorn there. They've mopped them up. And Liam Borson, dummy half, picks up a runner, and Coco Wilson says, I'll get us out of here. And gains valuable metres up towards the quarter line. And Winton hold Barkey back. Back it comes down, little halfback there, Jinx back inside, looks for a runner, picks up the fullback. What's he doing there? Where's the forward? And Basher said, I'll give him a blow, and keeps going, keeps the ball alive, picks up Crow. He's got support out here, runs away from support. He's still looking for his support. Martin Crow there picks up a runner, and Liam Balls, little halfback. Gittins comes across, he's got support, he's got big stick Crawley! Oh, stick Crawley's going around now. He hasn't scored a try for a couple of weeks, but he's made up for it now. We'll have a look at this on replay. 3-try stick they call him. He loves this football ground, this fella. He scored another try. He loves it anyway, he scored a try. And the score now 56 points to 12 with the kicker come. And Craver. Yes, we had a referee didn't like what was going on there at scrum, so he's obviously warned him before. Cray makes no mistake there and raises the extras. No, it's now 58 points to 12. 58-12, eh? very shortly. Look out, he's on top of it, is that fella? Doing the crocodile roll, he is. Doing the crocodile roll. Have a look at this fella, mate. You got him, Phil? Who is that fella? She's doing the crocodile roll. Look at her. She's giving him some of the devil. Obviously the son. Boy, I tell you. Anyway, see Bashford there take the ball in a magnificent take off his toes there, picked it up. And he's met by equal defence and a little halfback for Winton and Cronin. Winton taking it, Barkey, one of the better forwards of the day. Back it comes out of Robbie Goodger, the replacement forward, and drives it towards the halfway line. Still in Barkey territory there. Liam Wilson takes the ball, gets it away to Danny Arthur. And wrapped up there. Winton defence set upon him. Barkin it was. Back it comes down to Harry Bleacher, said, I'll have another run. Haven't had one for a couple of minutes. And Gittins is equal to him and wraps him up. Gives him the old jersey pull. Pulls him to ground. Power dummy half. Finds Michael Hayward, said, I'll have a run myself. He's got a little half back. The ball, big stick crawl. He said, give it to me. I'll juggle it. I'll go again. Oh, she's flicked around the back. How'd he do that? Have a look at that on replay. Comes across field a tear and kick. Oh, they hit him. A great ball and all tackle there. The roll fullback thought he'd run into a brick wall. Great defence there. Barkey there, mowing down. And Crow and company there, bring him to ground. Went and tried to bring it away from the own line. Through, a good tackle in Goodger and Cove. I can't pick that player up anyway, but number 14, the replacement for Winton said, I'll take it out of here. Wright, his name is. Moose Wright. Back it comes across to Gittins and jumps back inside. Looks for support, finds a run in the second row, gets it out to the replacement. Forward the number 17, we haven't got him mentioned. He fires a pass back to the second row and tanks. Sorry, it's Rose. Rose gets back to Bashford. And the old fullback's in position again. Gets away from one. He can back that in. He'll beat the first tackle nearly every time. Steps around, still going, the fullback. No, he's mowed down from behind. Oh, he's had the ball knocked down. Play on, says the referee. Back it comes to Jason Pearce. Cuts back inside, still going. Actually, he could have still passed that, you know. He thought to himself, well, I pass this. No. Here, get up now. Plays it back to Bashford, dummy half. Barkle got numbers set here again. Back it comes down to Dave Roberts, the reserve grade second row. Bonnie and he had a good game in second row too today in the reserve grade. I like a pup out of that haircut. Back it comes down to off the Winton player, put all the players back on side, charge down. No, it wasn't a charge down. He said you didn't play at it. What do we see here now? We see a knock on, he's ruled it. A little Barkey feed and a scrum to go down. Probably the last scrum of the game. With about 3 minutes to go. Can they crack the big 6-0? Taken away by Barkle through. Switch to the blind side through Mark Harbottle. He's got big stick lurking out here. The stick's it all over it. Big stick puts his head back. Yeah, she scored a try. She scored her. She's got another one. She scored another one. No way in the world he let him say that she can't score tries and Barkle this one. Good pass from Harbottle. Number 15 for Barkle. Put that name in numbers. In letters, and big gold letters. Crater move in here, strikes this one pretty well. Lay out for the breeze too and brought it back. Oh, bad luck across the face of the goal. Restart by Matthews, Lyson. And towards Liam Wilson that lets it go. Picked up by Bashford, the fullback. He's been involved in a lot of things today, this Bashford. Give him the big plug. And she's cut through him again, he's still going. And taken from behind, a good tackle with the little halfback. He's been easily one of Winton's best, the little halfback.
The boys running on one again.
That's true, Harry. The stick says, give me more ball. She wants it. I haven't got to go looking for it, just bring it to me, he said. They work it across the open side Barkle. Powers there does well to try and get back to it. Picked up by Roberts, who's driven backward. He'll play back to Power. Power said, I'll go on my own, mate. Gain a few metres down the middle, he does well too. Tries to be 1 or 2, picks up Robbie Goodger down the middle and takes the tackle inside Winton territory. That Bark Alden right on the stroker full time. They're still trying to score another try here. Picks up Buffy Arthur from Crow. Tries to go through in there. Fifth and last is the referee. And the last game there was... I thought today easily that for Winton the best player was young M. Cronin. I can't think of his first name, but he was in everything. I thought also that before he went off, Rose was a pretty good runner for Winton in the second row. Was involved in everything. For Bark Alden, I thought probably my best today was in the forwards. I thought Dave Bidoff had a good game. Good 70-80 minute performance, mate. Michael Hayward did nothing wrong again. Obviously, I thought Coco Wilson was involved in everything. But in the backs, Harry Bleacher back to his best. Tony Basher had a good game. Crow and Pierce very involved. And Liam Balderson had a good game too at halfback. He was involved in everything. But all in all, a great day's display for the Red Sand Goannas. And obviously they'll be looking forward to the next game. Well, the defence of their first Moss-Grip Challenge there, I think, is it?
Yeah, Alpha, mate. No, next round we've got to wait for that.
Have they?
No, we play Alpha.
Next week we see Barkle.
Next week and Alpha and Alpha.
Barkle has the bye next week, but they go down to Alpha to take on the Alpha. What are they motto, mate?
Brumbies.
Alpha Brumbies, they call themselves.
That's all, mate.
Thanks to our cameraman, Phil. And we'll hand them back to the studios. A great effort by the Red Fellas.